Okay, so after I did all of these apples, I caught them like this, and I sliced them into the little slices. Okay, so as you can see in the beginning, that video, the apples still had the skin on it. And that was a sweet apple. Notice it has that shiny portion. It's like a wax. I don't want that waxy taste, even though you can. Try to be sure to clean it all up and do it. The other thing you'll notice is I like mason jars. I can put them in the plastic bags. You can use the silver ones or the clear ones. It doesn't matter. I find the mason jars are better. You also, once you put them in the mason jars and you vacuum seal them, you don't really need the oxygenator that goes in there, the little packet. It's kind of overkill. Once it's in a vacuum, it's in a vacuum. No air in it. The bags are kind of a tendency of sometimes they leak. You have to really pay attention to them. Make sure that they don't leak. So there's different techniques, as you can see. Also, just so you know, I mean, you saw me handling the stuff without gloves. That's personal consumption. So it's not that I have to worry about feeding anybody my food. That's my food. It's personal consumption. I make sure my hands are washed. I do everything at the kitchen. I'm right by the sink. Every time I touch something, I'm done touching. I wash my hands. I wipe them down. A lot of stuff I do use gloves with, especially when I'm handling meat, beef and pork and stuff like that. Always wear gloves. I recommend that you always wear gloves anyways, but if it's personal consumption, that's you. You know where your hands are, right? Yeah, you know what I mean? No one else is going to, you're not feeding it to like a restaurant, so, but for bacterial reasons, you should wear gloves whenever you handle food, especially if you're handling different foods at the same time. You know what I mean? Like, if you're touching meat and you're going to go grab some produce, take those gloves off, toss them away, and make sure your hands are dry and clean. Grab another set of gloves, touch your produce, do that. Anyway, but yeah, keep gloves by your sink. Try to be as safe as possible. Nowadays, you don't know. Make sure you wash your food. It's really important, especially salads and stuff coming fresh out. I'm sorry, I'm not saying anything because there's a lot of people I know that are in the agricultural field, and I don't want to insult them, but you don't know what these people do out there. I'm sorry. I mean, there's been so many incidents of salmonella, or I've seen frogs and different pests in salads. It happens. It's like so you need to pay attention to what goes on in life. That's just personal opinion. So I think that should pretty much wrap up this video. I'm gonna try to pull up some other stuff that I got on my beef jerky, and I'm looking for my pork. I do a killer pork jerky. A lot of people don't do it, so it's jerk pork jerky. So I'll be back. Peace out. Okay, so this kind of looks kind of funny. It's a little dry, getting brown because of the air, but it's all peeled if you notice. Don't watch it. Okay, so now you end up with all these nice little slices. That's pretty cool, right? So next step is going to happen. Okay. Oh, there's the magic right there. That's the payday. And this, my friends, is the finished product. And they are so good. They're nice and dry. You can actually, let me see if I can open one up. So, this is what they look like. So up in there, now listen to this. Listen. Delicious. So how's it going? So in that video I just put up, you're gonna see like different varieties of apples. I used sweet apples and green apples, and there's also a few different ways that I did it. That I didn't show everything. I just kind of showed stuff. But basically, once you slice the apples, it's just seasoning them, whatever you want to do with them. I like to do like brown sugar and cinnamon, or brown sugar and butter, which is really delicious because it's that buttery, sweet taste. I like the red apples, the sweet apples, better than the granny apples. Granny apples have to be really sweet. Some I did with the skin on it. Some I did without the skin on it. But like I said, this was just like, I just actually kind of did like different things just to try different things and to see which we like the most. So it comes out that we like the sweet apples with no skin better than we do like the granny apples with the skin. So that's, you're going to see that. The brine is easy. Once you slice your apples, you just want to kind of like stick it in a brine for a couple of hours, 2-3 hours. You can let it go longer. Sometimes I like mine really soaking wet. So this way, when I put it in the dehydrator, it really absorbs all that sweet taste into the apple when it dries out. That's just my, that's just the way I like to do it. You can do it whatever which way you like to do it. Again, it's a good, healthy snack. It's fiber. Just a little bit of sweetness. I'm diabetic. I eat it. It doesn't even change my diabetes. It doesn't even change anything. The scale doesn't even move. But like anything else, you have to do everything in moderation. Don't be a glutton about it. But that's pretty much it. I'm going to go and hop up into a different section of the video and talk about that as well. So I'll be right back. Okay, so this is the ending. This is what it looks like when it's getting close to being done. It's pretty much so goes right into this, and this is the finished product. We love it. We eat it quite often. I'm actually making more. I'm gonna do some more. There's more going there. So I'll probably end up by doing another batch, which would be like 3 of these jars. And my wife would probably eat 2 out of the 3 at work. She shares it with the girls. It's kind of nice. They'll appreciate it. All right, well, that's the end of that one. I'll do more if you like these. I'll do the next time I do it. I'll do my jerk pork and my teriyaki and my barbecue pork jerky. We'll see what happens. I'll talk to you later.